Alright everyone, SA is back again, another rebuild. This time we got the Brooklyn Nets like last week's 76ers, which did turn out to be a failure, but this week we got the Brooklyn Nets, we got Brook Lopez, we got Jeremy Lin, and nobody else, no draft picks even. So this is what the starting lineup is going to look like if we don't do anything, but I am going to do some things, and this team is going to look a lot worse after this, but just trust the process. I'm not doing a realistic rebuild, so don't expect me to just like hold on to those guys and then try to make an impact in free agency and just get a little bit better by doing that, and then trading, making like a minor trade and everything, never getting good, never winning a championship in like the next 10 years, because I got 3 years to do it. So I'm not going to do a realistic one. I'm going to look to trade Brook Lopez because of that contract, and Jeremy Lin, I don't like that contract either. And Trevor Booker, yeah, pretty much, I don't really want to keep anybody on this team, to be honest. So, yeah, so we kind of need draft picks because we do not need just have these many draft picks. All thanks to Mr. Billy Keane, this is all we have to work with now. So I'm going to make some trades, and I'll see you, like, at the next trade that I'm going to make. So the first trade I'm going to be making, I'll be sending Brook Lopez and Randy Foye to the New Orleans Pelicans for Tyreke Evans and Omer Asik. Tyreke Evans I'm getting because it's a 1-year contract. I get salary dump from Brook Lopez, and I'm also paying less money if I fail to trade Omer Asik, but trust me, I'm going to trade him like right now. Alright, so it didn't take me very long at all to find this trade. I'm going to send him to the Utah Jazz for Jeff Fawili because of that contract compared to this contract. It's kind of obvious. We do have to give up a second-round pick, but, you know, that's okay, because second-round picks are pretty much useless in 2K. Run it accidentally. This is what the starting lineup looks like now, but it's going to change again. Alright, next trade, I'm going to trade Linsanity back to the Lakers, along with Joe Harris, so we get Jose Calderon and Marcelo Huertas, both on 1-year contracts. Neither of them have player options. I believe Huertas has a team option, but whatever, you know, we can always decline that. So we got a crappy looking team now, and I'm gonna try and make a trade to get our first round pick back. Alright, so I'm going to try and make this trade. We give them Tyreke Evans and we get our pick back. And we also do get Amir Johnson, but it doesn't matter. Alright, they say it's not happening. But remember, the power of second round picks. Well, it looks like that's not going to help us since we don't have that many of them. But, you know, whatever. And we have this pick here that I'm not going to use, so I could maybe do that. We gotta get Amir Johnson back in there. There we go. See if they'll do this. No, they won't. What about this pick that we won't use? No. What about our second round pick? There we go. We just got our pick back. So we have a crappy team, and we got our pick back. And since I'm going to tank, I'm just going to have him run a 5-man rotation, so we do that anyway. And I'm not going to be making any trades at the trade deadline because I'm just going to suck this year. So I will see you at the start of the playoffs, which we're not going to be in. So at the end of season number 1, these are the All-NBA teams. We got nobody from our team here as expected. Same here, and here, and here, and here. Oh, except there is Karis LeVert right there. But that's only because we ran a 5-man rotation. And of course I forgot to hit record on the season awards, but that's okay. I can just show you right here. We're gonna go to season awards here. Okay, nope, place. Alright, we'll just go to league history, your season awards right here. So, our MVP was Russell Westbrook. Rookie of the year did go to Ben Simmons. Sixth man of the year was Brandon Knight. And Jordan. Most improved player was Bojan Bogdanovic. He averaged 26 points a game. But again, that's because we ran a 5-man rotation as a part of our tanking process. And we only won 19 games. So we're going to simulate the playoffs since we're not in it. And it looks like the Warriors are going to win the championship as we would all expect. And yes, they in fact do. Steph Curry is the finals MVP. And we're going to move on to the player retirement. We got nobody from our team retiring, but there is Kevin Garnett, who did retire yesterday in real life. And there's Paul Pierce retiring right there too. And Hall of Fame inductees, we see Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce right there. Jersey retirement, newly retired jerseys are the Spurs retiring Ginobili's number, Garnett being retired by the Timberwolves, and Pierce's number being retired by the Celtics. And we're going to go to league meetings real quick. And, the league expansion proposal. Now, I'm going to hit approved on that because I think that would be pretty cool to see. So that adds another thing we got to do here in the off season. So we're going to go to the draft lottery, and I'm just going to hit skip right there because I don't want to see the process. But we do fall to the number 5th in the draft, and the Stars have the 4th pick, and that is the new expansion team they just added. And we're going to go to staff signing. We're just going to try to get Steve Kerr as the coach, make him an offer like that. And there we go, Steve Kerr is our head coach. And we're going to go to the expansion protect players thing, and I don't think this really matters at all. I'm going to leave Trevor Booker unprotected, and that's about it. And I don't think it makes sense to watch the entire expansion draft. We're going to see if Trevor Booker did get taken, and it looks like he did not. But this is the roster that the Nashville Stars have taken. They got Luol Deng, Yusuf Nurkic, Allen Crabbe. Okay, we're going to go to the NBA draft, and I'll see you at our pick. Okay, so now it is time for our pick. We have received 26 trade offers. I'm going to look at them, but I'm not very likely going to take one of them. But I mean, most of these seem pretty legit. I mean, DeAndre Jordan was there, and so is Chris Bosh, and there's Harry Giles right there too, but I don't want Marvin Williams. So I guess I'm not going to take any of these because none of these really intrigue me that much. I mean, like there's Eric Bledsoe, but I don't want Tyson Chandler right there either. So that being said, I'm going to choose our prospect. Now you remember him, we had him in our last rebuilding video. And we're gonna look over at potential here. I'm going to take Markel Fultz. Seems like a little bit of a reach here, considering that, not really. I'm just gonna take him because because I think he's gonna be the best player for this team. And with that, I'm just going to sim to the end right there. So yep, this is how it goes. Dennis Smith to the Kings, Jason Tatum to the Celtics because they did trade Isaiah Thomas for the Pelicans for that pick. Then there's Harry Giles to the Hornets, and then Yvonne Robb to the Stars, and then we got Markel Fultz right there. So we're gonna go to rookie signings. I did not notice that we also had the 8th pick. So apparently we also have the Aaron Fox. So we got 2 young players for the franchise. And we're gonna go to team player options. We're going to pick up the one for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And all these players declined: Kevin Durant, Pau Gasol, and Chris Paul. So we're gonna just make a trade here, get rid of Trevor Booker. I do not want to deal with that kind of salary. Perfect, couple of second-round picks that takes care of that. So we're gonna pick So at the end of season number 2, we got LeBron James winning MVP, and Jason Tatum at Rookie of the Year, Drew Holiday 6th Man of the Year, DeAndre Jordan Defensive Player of the Year again, and Tyreek Evans won Most Improved Player. So we did not make the playoffs as we are 10th in the Eastern Conference, but hey, that is an improvement over last season. So the Warriors are probably going to win the championship again since both Curry and Durant stayed there. But nope, the Cavs do win because they still got LeBron. They're still the Cavs, you know. Alright, we're going to go to league meetings again to make sure nothing stupid. Good. Just making sure nothing stupid happens. And draft lottery, I'm not going to deal with staff signing. We're going to keep Steve Kerr as the coach. We're going to just skip all the way to rookie signing. And yeah, we didn't have a draft pick at all, so I guess it doesn't matter. We got Rondé Hollis Jefferson staying here. And yeah, so there are there's Paul George there in free agency. I'm also going to trade Bogdanovich because his contract is a little bit overpaid, if I do say so myself. I am the one who signed him to that contract, but it's because I only did that because I mean he had a great year the year before. I just didn't really see any reason not to. So we're not going to re-sign any of these guys at all because they all pretty much suck anyway. So I'm gonna try to get Paul George. View offers here. I'll try to get Melo. I'll try to get Isaiah Thomas. But it looks like Thomas going to the Sixers and George staying with the Pacers isn't going to help at all. But Carmelo Anthony's still mulling offers, and we're the only team that's offered him anything. And boom, we got Carmelo Anthony. There we go. And we can't get DeAndre Jordan because we just signed Melo. We can't get Joel Embiid. We can't get Nerlens Noel. We can't even get Cody Zeller. We could get Al Jefferson, but not Clint Capella. So we'll try and get Al Jefferson right here because we don't have a center on this team. And I'll keep Festus Ezeli. And at power forward we need somebody here. So we're gonna we can't get Noah Vonleh. But we can keep Quincy AC and we can get Kevon Looney. There we go, and we do need a backup point guard. So we're going to get Kay Felder to serve as our backup point guard. Alright, whatever, so we're just gonna move on here, moving on. And we're gonna look at player progression to see how our players are progressing like we do every year. And it'll give us a look at our roster going into next season, which is important because this is our last year. And we got Carmelo Anthony, Paul Millsap, Al Jefferson, Rondé Hollis Jefferson coming off the bench. And we got Markelle Fultz and De'Aaron Fox. They're both going up. And we're not going to do untapped potential for training camps because we need something that'll boost them right now. So we will be sending Markelle Fultz to perimeter shooting, and I guess that'll be it. So we're gonna move to season number 3, which will be the last season of the video because that's all I'm allowed to have. After all, this is a rebuilding video, making the team at least good, not necessarily winning the championship. And if I do win a championship, then it's a real success. The rebuild is kind of a bust if I don't win the championship in 3 years. But you know what, it's still a little bit successful if the team is at least good. And the team should be good because we got Carmelo Anthony and Paul Millsap. So I guess I'll see you at the start of the season awards, not the trade deadline because I'm not going to make any trades. So at the end of our final season, LeBron wins the MVP. and an auto-generated rookie named Artie Stokes takes Rookie of the Year, and Wade Baldwin wins Sixth Man of the Year. Defensive Player also goes to LeBron, and Most Improved Player goes to Brandon Ingram, and Coach of the Year goes to Doc Rivers for the Cavs. And All-NBA First Team, nobody from our team. All-NBA Second Team, we got Carmelo Anthony, who averaged 26 points a game for us. And other than that, I don't really see anybody there, really. Nope. Nope, no Paul Millsap, nobody. Alright, so we did finish 42-40, which is good enough for 5th in the Eastern Conference, which means we were able to make the playoffs at least within 3 years, but probably not win the championship. Nope. We do lose in the first round to the Toronto Raptors, and your NBA champions may actually be the... Yep, Golden State Warriors again. We should have expected that. Alright, but I guess that's the end of the video. This is our roster: Carmelo Anthony, Paul Millsap, Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Markelle Fultz, Al Jefferson. So it's understandable why this team did not win the championship, because it didn't seem that good, but you know, to get a team like the Nets, who have like absolutely no future, to the playoffs within 3 seasons, pretty good if you ask me. So the next rebuilding video, I'm going to do the Seattle SUPERSONICS, which I will insert as an expansion team, just like how the Stars are an expansion team right here. And this team, it's reasonable why they didn't make the playoffs, because this team does not look very good at all. But you know, next video we got an expansion team ourselves. But I'm going to start in the off season, because I feel like it's gonna be just easier for me if I do it like that. And thanks for watching this one. Have a good one. Peace.